All right, we're here at Ohio Fish Rescue again, third year in a row with Big Rich Price. We're going to see what all has changed since the last time we were here. And if you have missed the past tours, you can check those out. I'll link them. And also, you got to make sure you check out Rich's channel, the Ohio Fish Rescue channel, which is an awesome YouTube channel that is uploading all the time, great content. I'll for sure link that too. Say hi to everybody, Rich.
How you doing, everybody?
All right. Here. So why don't you explain what we're looking at behind you?
This is my swimming pool.
Right, but it's a little different than a normal swimming pool, isn't it?
And since the last time you were here.
Right.
This here was a regular swimming pool. It went from 3 foot, the area, and then it went down to 12 foot. Greg Woodstock from Aquatics came here and saw Steve Poland's first video and saw that I said I wanted to change it into a predator pond. Well, he came here and in 2 days, his crew worked miracles. Put all that flagstone in. Now it's only about 6.5 foot deep on that side, but that's all filtration over there. We've got waterfalls and all the rock work put in. He's got power heads and lights in here and all this rock work here. And we've got our predators in here now.
Why don't you tell us about what some of these fish are for people who don't know?
Okay, right here is a cross between a red-tailed cat and a tiger shovelnose. That's a hybrid. There's an albino giant gourami. There's alligator guards, platinum alligator guards. There's iridescent sharks in there. There's even a big dovite and what is he right here? Tilapia. There's all kinds of fish in here. There's turtles in here, and there's literally thousands of what do you call them? Cichlids. Look over there on the floor, and you'll see the orange fish. Them cichlids live behind them flagstones. You go in there snorkeling, and there's literally thousands of them everywhere. So a whole colony of cichlids in here.
And now you even have a table in here to sit and relax.
We were doing that for every Friday we go live. We were going to sit in there and do it. We don't know how we like it yet, so you guys let us know if you like it or not. But it takes away from the natural look of the pond, but it also gives a place to sit in there and do things. So, you guys let us know what you think about that.
All right.
Now, we got the waterfalls across the back, and see all the plants. That waterfall falls into that river, goes through a bog system, and then jumps into the main pool again. We've got tanks up there, which will be running off of this water, and it's a nice background for the pool.
Just basically everywhere you turn around, there's tanks. Got a big cube right here. Looks like it's being set up.
No, it's been sitting empty for about 2 months. We're actually taking it down and moving it out of here.
Okay.
It's bright blue on the outside and it sticks out like a sore thumb out here. So we're taking that out, putting it into the fish room. This is our Cichlid Tank. That side's probably pretty dirty from the splashing. You get a much better view over here.
Down here.
So now as we have babies here, we'll go ahead and open their mouths and tap out the babies and put them into the pool, let them grow over there. And people want cichlids, we give them babies too.
And for most people, just this room would be enough, right?
Well, of course.
All right, but that's not what the Ohio Fish Rescue is all about. It all started in here.
Right. This is just my extra that has overflowed out of the actual Ohio Fish Rescue room. This room is in here. Now, you guys remember the last video? This is the 3,000 gallon tank that me and my son built. And this is what we hold the monsters in until the public aquariums comes and takes them. We give many, many fish away and for free to the public aquariums. Now that tank's a little cloudy right now. We fed them, but
here, we'll come and get it from a better angle.
Yeah, it'll clear up within an hour or two.
So we'll see if you see it from back here. This is actually my favorite tank in the whole place.
Really?
Yeah, everybody loves the 4,000 or 4,400 that we'll show in a minute, but I love this one. I don't know what it is.
That was a pile of lumber me and my son put together.
Yep.
It served us well. Now these here, this is a 550. and it's full of our baby stingrays. I'm gonna take a look at that for a second. And there, yeah, there's a new baby pearl, albino pearl.
Very cool.
And this is Tracy's koi tank. I got her into liking fish by getting her butterfly koi, which have the long flowing fins. She loved it so much she wanted more. So now this is her koi tank. And yes, it does look crowded, but if you span over there, you see it's empty. The fish stay right where you are. They think they're getting fed.
And for those people who don't know who Tracy is Rich's wife. Tracy and his son Josh are very involved in this fish rescue and keeping everything going. It's a ton of work. They take in fish for, why don't you tell them the whole
We take in fish that have outgrown your tank, or if you're in a situation where you have to move and you can't take the fish with you. And for any reason, we take in fish. We never say no to any fish, and we find them homes. Or if there's a certain case, like, you know, it's been your family pet for 10 years and he's got a name, we will keep him here for you, and you can come back and visit him. And medical or your fish tank breaks, we'll come, you know, get the fish, and then we'll have him here. And, you know, we even try and get you a tank if you want to keep it. But we do whatever we can to help the situation.
All right.
This is the 1,000-gallon tank here. This is our community tank. There's all kinds of different fish in here. There's, I think, 6 eels. We have everybody headstanders, tinfoil barbs, parrotfish, albino tinfoils, big bala sharks. This here is iridescent shark. There's an archerfish up there. There's flagtails, giant gouramis. That's a scat. There's all kinds of different types of silver dollars. This is a blackberry silver dollar. You got thin bar and wide bar, which are Milas Shimberti. You've got tiger stripe and spotted and dotted silver dollars. There's kissing fish in there. There's all kinds of things. There's our big fire eels over there.
And in this back corner,
I don't have the remotes out here. I can't turn the lights on.
that's okay. You can kind of see a little bit in here anyway.
Okay.
See a
in
big
there.
Oscar in there. And
Yeah, try and get the guys in there with the long barbels. They're really elegant. You guys can see that. That is a Brachyplastomma filamentosum, which is a true Paraiba. They'll get up to about 8 foot. And then we have a false Paraiba right here. They'll only get about 3 foot. There's Indo tarpon in here, Atlantic tarpon, some Xanthic gold clown knives. These are basically grow outs.
angels.
That angel tank is a special story with it. The lady called me, she goes, I just can't take care of these anymore. And then while I was there, you know, she wanted to give me the tank and the fish. And I felt so bad. She loved her fish. I told her, you know what, ma'am, I'm going to go ahead and set this up exactly like you have it here. I'm going to take it back there, and you call me anytime you want a video of your fish. And she just hugged me and was crying. So it's here. She can see them. She can see her babies anytime she wants.
What's down here?
That is a Humbargus wiki or black devil cat. He's in a permanent timeout. He can't be in with anybody. He's very territorial and will try and kill anything in with it. These are the big stingrays. The babies can't go in with them yet because some of the males in here will actually do damage to all them babies over there are females. They're going to be breeding stock eventually, but right now they have to be separated. Then we have another Arapaima we're growing out right there. And then there's a albino giant gourami in here called Primrose. And there's 2 black Pacu or Tumberki. And then on the far side over there, that is a wood cat or a firewood cat it's called. Planiceps cat is its true name.
Very cool.
Yeah, there's an albino iridescent shark in there. Yeah, he's behind the garbage can, so you can't really see him. This is our baby grow out here. And in here we have 2 of the Chinese big-headed carp, and they can get up to 600 pounds, I think, and 8 foot. We got a baby pearl ray. This got sent to us by Stingray Biology, Kevin White, and Rodrigo from Predatory Fins. When we did our edition, and we were having all the YouTubers here and opening up and moving the fish, they sent us that as a gift. So, thank you guys for that. That was very nice.
Very cool.
And here's one of our stingray babies that we've had here, a Journey's cat. There's a bunch of little datnoids and clown loaches and plecos in there. There's a small Goliath Goliath African tigerfish.
Cool.
And then over here, these are the mini monsters. They're about, I'd say 14 inches or so, 15 inches. They're vampire creations, or what are they called? Armadas. People call them all kinds of different things. Vampire testers, they have so many names for them. But then we have, in the back there, behind the plant, is a, what is he called? I can't remember his name right now.
We can't really see him anyway, so
Okay.
that's all right.
This is an Adonis pleco. See his streamers on his tail? Now this pleco in here, all you can see is his tail, but very nice pleco. He's a Pseudocanthicus serratus. Very, very nice pleco. We've got 2 males in here, and they came from Jim Kitchen, and he donated a bunch of his tanks and his fish. These just came in last night. We have a little baby red tail. He's cute. He's the cutest little thing. Little baby tiger shovel nose, 6-inch armadas, and another Goliath African tigerfish.
Cool.
Now, if you want to come this way, we have Pittsburgh. He is a Mabu puffer. We actually just set this up in the last couple days, and this is his new home for now. He was too stressed out over in the 1,000. There was just too many fish around him. He would always sit on the bottom, which he's still doing here, but he's not discolored and he's not acting nervous. I put food in there, he'll come right up and swim around. Over here, that's a 550-gallon tank, and that's our quarantine tub. All fish that come in have to go through that tank. These are all things that came in the last few days. We need to find home for it, guys. So anybody wants a nice red tail, or tiger shovel nose, or whatever else is in there.
A little view of Pittsburgh from the side.
Let me see if I can get him up and going. He's used to this being in there because that's what I take his shells and move around for. But I'm going to use it to try and get him moving a little bit, to give you a little view of how he swims. And it's so neat. He just hovers in the water with all the fins moving at once. He's got that face only a mother can love.
Yep. And then down here.
This is a 700-gallon tank we just got from the Cleveland Zoo. And it has an armadas in it. There's 2 Arapaima, small ones, juveniles, and then 2 tarpon we got from Aquatics. That somebody brought them in there, and George called us and then told us to come pick them up. So I'm going to have to do a surgery on his gill curl. But they've healed up. They were so beaten up and tore up, they were almost dead. They're done so good since then. Now this tank actually came from SeaWorld. 14 years ago, SeaWorld closed down. It was across the street from Jogga Lake here in Aurora, Ohio. They closed down, and this tank has been sitting in a warehouse for 14 years. We picked it up. It's 1,000 gallon, and we have to make a stand for it yet, bring it up higher. I have to bring it up to the height to where my son can still get in and out. And so it'll be about this high. That's the 1,000 gallon. Next to it we have the 2,000 gallon, came from the same place, and that was SeaWorld. We're gonna make this the Pacu home, the Angelo Ruggles Pacu Tank. And it's, you know, Pacu, we can't have much decorations. We can have like wood trees in there, stuff like that. But you can't have no air lines, no power lines, no bite them. So we can't have decorations in with the Pacu. And then, if you want to start on the end over here, these tanks are set up for the small intakes. None of this is on our system. We've got two 65 gallons up top, then we have a 40 gallon down here, and then that one's a 55. We would really like to find a 40 gallon to put there, so if anybody wants to upgrade from a 40 gallon to a 55, bring it on up and I'll give you the 55. But this is for all the smaller intakes. If I put them into the tanks over there, they might get eaten, so. When people come here, these are the ones that I can give out, you know, give to people and find homes for.
Cool.
Behind you here is the Cayman cage. He's going to be with us for a while yet. He's still a baby, less than a foot.
It's kind of hard to see him. He's back there, but he's... Yeah, it's really tough to see him, but he's really cool. Nice
He's got
setup.
his own river and everything. Let me see if I can grab him, because he's neat looking. Oh, I dropped him. I can't see where his tail is. Oh, there he is. There's little Rocky. Isn't he adorable?
Yeah, he's cool. Just tanks and tanks and tanks. You guys have really, even from the last time I was here, you just have so many more tanks. It's great.
Well, we have all these big fish, but someone brought us a whole collection of guppies. And what we do with these is we keep giving them out. You know, when we have 10 gallons sitting around, we give them out to kids, and we give them some guppies to take home. And so they keep breeding, having babies. You can see there's newborns in all these tanks. They have babies like every 3 or 4 days. Behind you is a really neat fish. That is an ammonite. Now we had one here that was 4 foot long, and he was in a 500 gallon tank. And I thought to myself,
I remember, yeah.
Yeah, I remember him. Thank you for remembering him. I thought to myself that, you know, we're using this 500 gallon for just one fish. So I went ahead and donated. He was my favorite fish at the time. Donated him to a public aquarium. He gets a better home, and everything was good. But after he was gone, I wanted to kick myself in the butt for getting rid of him. I love that fish. So my son went and bought me this guy at 12 inches. Now he's about 18 inches or so. And he's growing. He's getting there.
Super cool.
Behind you is the 750. This is our intermediate tank. They're too big to go in with the little guys and too small to go in with the big guys. So these fish are all together for size, where they won't get eaten until they grow. So we have peacock bass in there. There's a black-eared Peru shark swimming up front all over the place. There's all kinds of different Oscars. We have a bowfin right here. There's Florida gar. There's a short-bodied Peru shark in the back and an iridescent shark. That's a vulture cat there. There's sun catfish. There's one right there in the middle on the bottom.
It's hard to tell just how deep this tank is.
It's 5 foot by 8 foot.
Yeah.
I think by 26 or 30 tall. It's hard to judge that.
Yeah, just like on video, it doesn't come across, but it's very deep.
Right.
It's really cool.
And again, I apologize. We shouldn't have fed the fish, so
Yeah.
we got a little bit of cloudiness.
Oh, it still looks good. You gotta feed them. You gotta feed them, right?
Yeah. This is the big 2,200 gallon tank.
I'm gonna move down so we can kind of get a bigger overall shot of this tank because it's so cool.
Okay. This tank is 16 foot long, 6 foot wide, and 36 inches tall. And we have filled it with black tile on the inside because it's easier to maintain. And we had decorations in here, but this one catfish, that big guy right there, got caught in between the pillars of the Greek Colosseum that was in there. So we took all those decorations back out. We're now looking for big pieces of driftwood to put in there. This has my platinum red-tailed cat. Everything either platinum or albino in here.
Yeah, he's awesome. All right, and we skipped the big one.
Let me go over here. This is our 4,400 gallon tank. This is 14 foot wide, 7 foot from front to back, and 6 foot tall. And we have the arowanas in here. They'll bite at anything. It still scares me.
Including you, yeah.
This is Schwarzenegger. He is a xanthic or a gold iridescent shark. This is a prune shark, a high fin prune shark. He'll get big, and they're more of a meat eater. The iridescents are more gentile and more of a, they're omnivores, but they're more of a vegetarian type and calm. But the prune sharks, they're like real sharks. They go after hunting. There's a bigger black-eared prune shark back there. He's really, I like him. We have a black tropical gar. We have marveline gars and long-nosed gars and bunches of clown knives in here all over. There is a big ripsaw catfish, or Niger. Pseudodorus niger is his technical name. He's about 4 foot. Then there's a big giraffe cat behind him. That one we just came back from Connecticut rescuing.
Looking as cool as ever.
Well, thank you. Look at the Phoenix barbs. They're all silver with the pink and the red. They're just gorgeous.
Yeah, those are nice.
Got a couple of Bacordi in here. There is some cichlids in here. Here's a black belt cichlid. Here's a piercy eye. There's a regular iridescent shark, some Pacu. We got the red belly and the albino. There's some of the different guards. There's 4 guards right there. There's a mating pair of jaguars in there and a mating pair of Buttercup-eyed tilapia. And they get along with everybody. Just when they breed and they lay their eggs, they ward off everybody from their area. Nobody messes with them.
Okay, Rich, so we've seen your whole fish room. We've seen and talked about everything that you're doing. If the people watching at home want to support the Ohio Fish Rescue, let's make sure they understand the various ways that they can do that. The first one, I would say, make sure, like we said, they have a YouTube channel. Go check out their videos. They're keeping you up to date on everything they're doing, so go subscribe to that. And then, Rich, you've got different ways you can donate, right?
Yeah, we have Ohio Fish Rescue, the PayPal business account for the rescue. You can just search for Ohio Fish Rescue and donate. And the 3 different ways will come up. There's Patreon, GoFundMe, and then the PayPal account.
All right.
That works that way.
Because as you guys can imagine, running an operation like this, to be able to take in fish for people, it's quite an expense, and these guys do it because they love it. So be sure, if you enjoy this and you know, if you believe in what they're doing, make sure you help them out. Thanks, Rich. Appreciate your time again today, and maybe we'll see you again soon.
Well, thanks, Steve. Appreciate you coming by.